Hello YouTube, I'm gonna give you a quick peek behind the scenes at the LZ World Tour up here in New Jersey. The very first one, the kickoff, and it's like super dead here and everyone's setting up right now. So I thought I'd give you like a behind the scenes look at how things work, because you're gonna see so many other videos from this event. I'm gonna kick this one out really fast before the live stream even goes up probably. And first of all, there's gonna be spectators and all this stuff here. There's nothing going on here yet. What's going on is everyone's setting up their booths, because I'm a really bad YouTuber and I don't really do merch. So I always forget these guys have big merch booths, like our buddy Trevor from Ocean Auto TV. He is, say hi Trevor.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
What are you up to?
I'm just doing a quick walkthrough before like the live stream hits. So I'm gonna have the very first video up of like a pit walk.
Nice.
So anyways, I was explaining to the audience how everything works. All these guys have their merch booths, and this is how the YouTubers afford to come out. You're doing a giveaway car right now?
Yep.
A giveaway GTR?
Yep, Nissan R35 GTR, and we sell the merch to do it. So we're like dual purpose. We come out here, we drive, we make videos, and then we sell merch.
Would you do this if you weren't selling the merch?
Nah, probably
Really?
not.
I'm not selling any merch, so I'm such an idiot.
Well, the YouTube videos don't make any money, and like you can't afford to pay a crew off of like a $400 YouTube ad rev. Like you make one video, you know, but then you're competing with a live stream and 10 other YouTubers here, so you're like, you got to have merch. But then almost even now you have to have like a giveaway to incentivize the merch, because why is somebody gonna buy like my stuff at an LZ event over, you know, anybody else's stuff?
All right, Trevor sounds bitter. We're gonna do a whole interview with him later. He sounds so bitter.
I'm not bitter, I'm just...
Let's continue walking around. Drift HQ's over there and Adam's booth is there. So we're gonna have a whole line of merch booths. This is Rudnick over here and Samet. Rudnick has a ton of merch.
Yeah, dude, we got about 23 boxes worth.
That's crazy.
We bought 1,000 shirts.
Would you come out to this event and do all this if you weren't selling merch?
For sure, it would just be a lot harder. You
Yeah.
know, we actually just started this. We just got this tent built last month and everything.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like, this is our second event. Like, we're kind of still at the fake it till you make it stage. We're still figuring everything out. Yeah, but no, it's going good. I'm stoked.
Fake it till you make
Are
it.
you selling merch here today?
No, I'm not bringing
Dude's
it.
from Japan.
I know.
Maybe one day I'll get this guy to print some stuff for me, and we'll co-sell it together at the next
I'm
one.
definitely down.
Oh, that's
for
a
that.
good idea.
Yeah. No, we were actually talking about that.
Oh, you should come out to a Texas event and we do that.
Oh, I'd
Come
love
drive.
To do that. No,
You can
for
drive
sure.
one of my cars.
Okay. Or I can just bring one of mine. If I'm selling merch, dude, I can travel the country and be A-okay.
That's a good idea. All right, we'll talk about that in a bit. All right. Now let's walk around and show you the cars, because I could continue showing you merch booths until your eyes bleed, but I think the cars are a bit more fun. So here we have a Rudnick E36 and a Rudnick 370Z. I'm not sure which one he's going to be competing in, or anything about them, to tell you the truth. Cool. Rudnick has been driving pretty well. I haven't seen him since the last Drift Week, but some of the guys in the last Drift Week were like so-so, and then they went to Japan recently, and like they were on a huge upward trajectory of driving skill, like Jimmy Oaks. He started driving really well towards the end of Drift Week, got super confident and hit Matsuri time and just like kept going. It was crazy to see. This is Trevor's car. He's been driving this thing forever. It's 2JZ. Trevor's a very good driver, S14, super solid car. So he would be an absolute contender this weekend. I never see him hurt that car though, which is interesting. And sometimes you really have to put it all on the line and destroy things to win. I don't know if he'll do that. Trevor, are you gonna win? Are you gonna win, do you think? Do you feel confident?
I'm gonna try.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Hey, do you know where you do tires at?
No, but I do have a tire machine if you have to.
Okay, where are the tires at?
Oh, tires are over there. See that building over there? Over at that building.
We gotta take them over there?
I have no idea.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck. All right, here we have a really pretty S13. I really like I think it's an Origin hood. That's all I know about this car. Looks like Jimmy Oaks E36. This car is right-hand drive, and he was driving this at the LZ Invitational, and he drove it super duper well. And I think this is Jimmy's S13 as well. I think he's gonna be competing in this car though. This particular event, because we're in New Jersey, and we're up against K-rails and stuff, you do need a full cage and safety equipment and everything. So some of the cars here, like that one, is it caged? not sure. Oh, it is caged. I was gonna say it has to be caged cars. All right. Adam looks like they're running the rotary car. We can show you that. This is the car that beat me last time, damn it. So I'm gonna have to drive very hard to make sure I don't get beat by this thing again. It is a ginormous turbo. Look at the size of the turbo compared to my hand. 3-rotor. Fanciness. Here comes Colette. She's waving at you. Adam has brought a ton of cars out. His S15 and his other S15, his other S15. That's gonna be kind of difficult if we have to drive against this FD car here. That's gonna be ridiculous. This is James, his manager.
Aaron.
Hello. Boom. James is the guy that's been making all this stuff happen behind the scenes.
It's been a whole team of us. It's been really good.
Yeah, but it's probably mostly you.
No?
No?
It takes a village.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, keep going.
Thanks.
I like your shoes.
Thank you, dude.
We have a 350Z here. This car always drives so well at these events. Absolute contender. Sean Booth. Are you gonna beat us all?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
car you
Just my S14. I wanted to bring the other car, but it was broken. We never fixed it.
Oh, that's good.
Well, you always drive absolutely fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
think this is your weekend. Except Adam, I see like his S15 out here and stuff. You're like, man, that's gonna be hard to compete against.
I'll get him.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Adam's car is just over there polluting nonstop. We have all these people filming. It's very funny being at like a YouTuber event like this.
Thank you.
I'm laughing, everybody's filming.
Dude, look at
Just
this.
like cameras everywhere.
This cracks me up. These are like 4 layers.
Oh, is that what,
Just
how
like
you're gonna
each
drive this
pedal.
thing?
Yeah.
That's safety first, huh? You think all the safety gear functions like this?
Who knows?
Can you reach the shifter?
I can't. It's a little hard. Watch, I'll show you. Like, now that I can reach this here, it's all right. Not too bad. Like, third gear,
There you go.
not too bad.
Introduce yourself real quick for my audience.
What up, guys? I'm Randy. I just make funny videos with the boys. Most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing, but then you learn by the end of it.
What's your YouTube channel?
Eliminate.
All right. And what's your YouTube channel?
Salmon.
And you are?
I'm Sam.
And what do you do?
I drive cars, build cars, and live in Japan.
There we go. Are you gonna win?
No, I'm just here to drive with friends. If I win, that'd be cool, but that's not my goal.
I can't reach the
You
pedal,
have
so
to
I prefer
win.
not winning.
So this, by the way, everything is like YouTube incestuous here. Trevor, my buddy from Ocean Auto, this was his car, and he sold this to Adam. And this has been on. We went outside. I think Drift Week 4. We hauled it out to a couple tracks for Adam to play with us and stuff. And it's Adam's West Coast car. I don't know what it's doing on the East Coast right now, or how it even got here. Maybe it got shipped out in this thing. Over here, TJ Hunt is bringing out his Supra. This thing is so cool looking. It's a B58 with a manual transmission. And it is so clean to be driving on a track like this where there's walls everywhere.
Tell them that like you like kind of indirectly like produced this.
Oh, explain it super fast then.
I saw a video 3-4 years ago. LZ drove your guys' Lone Star 370Z. It was just a stock Z, Wisefab, dual caliper. It's all it was. And you guys were raving about it. I was so inspired by that, and everyone was like, you need a seat time car, you need a seat time car. I was like, fine, fuck it. So I bought one, replicated it, learned to drive on that car for like 2 years. Been driving it for a while now. Yet I've been winning events on it. It's fucking epic. And then I was like, I want something the same thing that's like reliable, not like a full-on crazy Winners gearbox and all that type of stuff, right? So then I was like, oh, let's just get a new chassis that's not a C6 Corvette that can make like 500 horsepower on stock transmission and stock everything. Here it is. It's replicated. This is the 370Z, really.
I love how he's like, oh, you took a 370Z project and then you turned it into a $100,000
Same recipe,
Supra
though.
project.
Same recipe. This is your recipe. It's just in
It's
the
so
flesh.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm super hyped.
It's really cool, even for someone like myself that's so jaded and around cars so much, to see the newer chassis like this looking cool and being driven and manual transmission again gets me really excited. Because I did drive a brand new 350Z back in the day that I bought specifically for drifting, and even though it sounded super expensive, it saved me so much money building, like, you know, just driving basically a stock drivetrain car for years without any issues of like having to do things to the motor, having to fix small mechanical things that like build up just through lack of maintenance. So seeing a new Supra like this, I think gets people excited and like gets young people excited, because it's more of like it's a car you want to lust after and stuff. It's a car that you feel like is obtainable for you to buy and actually drive and do stuff with. Even though it is very expensive for like the average person, it is still somewhat obtainable, especially considering like if you were to build a Pro-Am car, you're gonna spend 50 grand building like a nice quick change rear end V8 dog box S chassis or something like that. And you could instead have something very stylish and newer that captures the imagination of like young people and sponsors and everything else, like this thing. So anyways, I think this is so cool. It's beautiful. And then Grant is out here to destroy us all.
No.
Grant is the most improved driver of the last 24 months.
I appreciate that.
You are
I
driving
really do.
effing amazing.
Thank you. I'm trying.
And he has
Trying.
the cheater car, which is a E36
E36 with an LS
V8.
and nitrous. What are you driving?
My 14.
Oh, cool. See, but you probably have more time in that car than I do in this car, right?
That doesn't matter though. Yeah, I'm like, there really is a thing about like me getting old and lazy and having a kid and doing all those things, and like
Yeah.
I just come out here to enjoy myself. I don't have like the fire in me to win or like all these things. Like does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I have that fire for right now, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I can see it because you're driving so hard, and like when I'm at Ebisu, I'm just like kind of cruising around doing my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not stressed out so much. Anyways, you guys were just like killing it, and you're on the improvement curve that was so drastic and steep. It's really fun to watch.
I think the biggest, I appreciate that. I just don't ever stop driving.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's helped me the most. I drive, like, I try to drive every weekend, so it's like, I think that's been massive into my improvement with everything, but we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
I've been looking around at the pits. I'm YouTubing, just doing a pit walk for
Yeah,
the audience. Most of the guys like Rudnick and Motion Auto TV and obviously Adam and Drift HQ and all these people are selling a lot of merch.
Yeah.
Are you doing merch to
No.
try and make this all work?
No.
So you're just here to drive and you're focusing on like having a real job outside of drifting?
No,
No?
nope. I just don't have any merch.
You're like, no, I'm going to be a YouTuber and I'm going to do this right.
I don't know. I'd like to. I mean, it's like kind of the end goal, right? It's like if I can make this sustainable full time, obviously I'd love to. So it's just making it sustainable. It's not like an overnight thing. It takes a long time. So
I still don't know how to do it.
I don't either. I don't think anybody does. There's a few people here that do, but
You mean the people with the stacker 18-wheelers? That I like how you scammed your way under this tent, by the
well,
way.
we're both partners with Valvoline, so
It's a Magna Flow tent, though.
for this weekend it is. But usually Valvoline, Dylan. It's nope, it's a Camberg tent as well, Dylan.
Well, I mean, now they own everything, so.
Well, who do you think is going to win this weekend? Who's the real heavy hitters, do you think? Like Adam won the last one,
I think
tastelessly winning
we
his
have
own
Nate,
event.
Josiah, Adam. I think those are my top three.
Thanks for saying Aaron, man.
Hey, you just said you were getting lazy and came for fun. If you said you were here to win, I would probably choose you because you're a weapon in your S14.
Well, I'm not willing to total my car here or like really, go
Yeah.
all out. And I think that if you want to win here, you probably need to put it all on the line.
You do, especially where the zones are. So
Are you willing to total this car this weekend for this?
55% because I have to be in Texas in 5 days with the same car.
Whew.
So
All right.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, is that Holly Fest a one-day event?
2 days.
Oh, 2-day event.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we have an event the same weekend.
But LS Fest is Friday, Saturday.
Oh, if you want to come down, you can compete in Houston on Sunday on a big road course. It's a rad
cool.
track.
Okay. I'll see if I can make it work.
All right, I'll send you details. It's about a 4-hour drive, but if you're already
Yeah,
down
I'm
there,
already down there.
shoot down and then you can drive Sunday.
Okay, cool.
Sick.
Sweet. Thanks, Aaron.
All right. Boom. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Who's gonna win?
Piotr
Is he here?
Vidsek.
Is he competing?
Yeah. So sorry, I love all of you. You're great.
Oh, is it a surprise? What's he driving?
I don't know. Dan was in the lobby last
I heard he
night.
was the judge.
I don't know. Dan's also a butthole, so he might have been lying. But he's
Yeah.
like,
I
yeah.
heard he was a judge. Too.
Okay, so then TJ.
Oh,
he's
brutal.
good. I don't know. There's a lot of great drivers here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like FD competitive drivers that don't drive FD that do this shit instead.
Yeah.
Like Grant's really fucking good. Adam's really. Colette fucking stood up last time. You're here. You fucking rip.
Colette murdered me last time.
Dude, she fucking surprised the hell out of everyone. It was awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking good drivers.
Yeah. Do you think this thing will be driven to the level?
What?
Do you think this thing's going to be competitive, and do you think he's going to drive it hard enough to like win?
You
you gotta throw it all on the line.
Option 1, yes. Option 2, probably not. The car has so much more grip than we're used to.
Look
comparatively
at the
speaking.
tires; they're big boy tires.
I know,
in the back.
and just the mechanical grip that the chassis has. Like it really like this thing digs out of corners really well. So yeah, I think it'll take him today to get used to it. He'll probably qualify well. Hopefully, we don't have to be in the bottom dog bracket like last time. But yeah, I think the car's pretty damn competitive. And TJ's a great driver. I think just the synergy between the two of them might take a day or two. So I hope it's not today and tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm excited
I do. I just hope he doesn't touch the wall every time like he does in the 370.
because you have to fix the car, or what?
Well, yeah, and the 370 is just like, yes, and the 370 is so soft in the rear, so he got so used to catching himself in the wall and then pinning it.
Oh,
Where this, I'm
I
like,
see.
You can't catch yourself in the wall,
And it's expensive.
and it's fucking expensive, and it's hard. So everything, the 370 is soft, so you can just scrub through. But when he taps this, it's gonna suck that nose over. And I don't want him to fucking try and human winch this thing on the trailer. So.
Yeah.
But no, I think it'll be great. The car's got bite, so he can dig out of the corners real well and stay away from the wall. Yeah, I don't know. I'm super stoked. I'm happy
I am
to see
too.
this thing drive and-
I'm excited for newer chassis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Because the old chassis are great, but newer chassis are what kids want to see. Young people and drifting to get excited.
I feel like new people, young people, sponsors, all that shit. Everyone wants this aesthetic.
Yeah.
But the problem is with this stuff, unless the dollars are there, which they are, you can't drive it like you drive this, or like your FSU cars.
You could. This is less of TJ's annual income in percentage to Grant's. So
I hated that sentence so much. He said this is less to TJ's annual income percentage than this is to yours.
Oh, 10,000%. Right now, in
he
my
was
current
just-
form, this is 100% of my annual income. So,
as he transitions to professional YouTuber.
yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say, so TJ could like drive this in anger and
It's super
whatever,
true.
but
Like
we'll
the
see.
body kit's his, and used doors aren't $1 billion. So it's like it is what it is. And then you can always skin the back and make over fenders. So it's whatever. It is whatever. I'm gonna tell him to drive the piss out of it. I want him to crash.
Oh, so much fanciness in here. Look at all this.
It's just all simple bolt-ons.
Yeah. So cool. Good luck. All right. Let's keep walking around. We just saw this. Race car. Now I smell like smoke. All right, coming over here. Nate Hamilton out of Texas. This is ungodly loud S13 with a V8 in it. He did really well at the Invitational. Excellent driver, Formula D guy. So he knows what he's doing, has tons of experience, tons of competition experience. The car is not gonna just randomly break or have problems, you know, like a noob. So he's gonna be an absolute weapon this weekend. The car always looks so clean too. So cool. Over here we have Evan Shank's S13. I've never seen Evan drive this, so it'll be very interesting to see how confident Evan is around all the walls and around all these really good drivers. I know even as a very seasoned driver myself, being like, it's a bit intimidating to go against everyone if you're like serious and you want to win. If you're just here to have fun, it's fun to drive against these guys and you get excited to be around so many good drivers. But if you're here to win or like put on a good show, these guys are all rippers. Like dude walking away right there. Look at him. That's sexy, excellent drifter. And then coming over here, Drift HQ always has some gnarly cars. Bonk. Beautiful engine bays. Duarte is probably the most aggressive driver here. Duarte will total his car out before he loses.
Don't talk about her like that.
You're gonna have to fix so much stuff.
You're gonna hear that all weekend.
I know.
Yeah, he's had 3 months of car shows before he takes us to comp and destroys it. And I was like, you're bringing it to the World Tour. You know what happens at this track, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm even a bit intimidated competing against this track because if someone goes in the wall or like hits you and shoves you into the wall,
yeah, absolutely.
that could be a lot of damage.
Especially because you go straight from transition onto a wall, onto a wall, onto a wall. Savio told me this car here like 3 years ago. We had to rebuild him a whole new chassis because like he literally bent the subframe pickup points. He hit the wall so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
and
terrifying.
he also doesn't have a whole lot of seat time in this car versus his other car. So we were trying to find a way to bring the other car for this and then drag this down for Hyperfest. So this one can still show well at Hyperfest. So fingers crossed we don't just,
Is this a new car?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell them all apart since they're all green.
Yeah,
So what's
this is the E92.
okay? And why did y'all build this? And have y'all tested it? Is the suspension like super different? What's going on?
Yes, this one's YSFAB front and rear, so it's an independent 5-link in the back as opposed to the trailing arm setup that's on the E46s. A lot more complicated, but a lot more mechanical grip out of it, which is cool. You have a lot more dynamic to play with instead of just camber and tow. It's the dynamic pickup points of the tow itself actually change under squat. It's still a divorce setup in the rear as opposed to most of our E46s we run the true coilover. And it's YSFAB front on this one as well. What's different about this one is we actually put the DCT transmission in it.
Oh!
Yeah, so this one, it's still
Very
a clutch
cool.
pedal, so it still disengages the transmission for handbrake pulls, but aside from that, you just flat foot shift it, and I mean, it's
Have you driven
insane.
that?
Yes.
Do you like it?
It's crazy. Like, while you're left foot braking, like mid-drift, you're upshifting and downshifting, and the car doesn't even like hesitate or fumble or anything like that. So you have like unlimited wheel speed without ever having to really worry about getting off throttle.
That is so cool.
So running larger tracks is definitely an interesting dynamic, but he hasn't really done a whole lot of tandem on it. So I'm curious to see how he does when he's chasing someone with, staying on top of me, able to handbrake and upshift and downshift and everything like that.
This is kind of blowing my mind. I'm just kind of glancing at this exhaust manifold. What is up with that? Is that a cast tubular like that?
Yes, Artex company that we are a distributor for, they make stainless steel cast exhaust manifolds for 2Js, RBs, SR20s, even like the 4G63, the Evo motors and stuff like that. And they have all the provisions for the Garrett's V-band inlet already, so you don't have like a T4 flange where you're constantly blowing out the gaskets. It's just a straight V-band that goes to the back of the turbo.
That
Which
is such
nice,
a pretty
not only for
manifold.
not blowing out the gaskets, and it's also nice because you can actually rotate your turbo to get you a little more downpipe clearance wherever you want to, so you can actually twist the turbo left to right. And this is actually a built GE motor, so not a lot of companies offer good aftermarket support for the GEs, and they actually came out with this manifold for the GE, and we're doing the testing with it. So right now it's at 650 horsepower, about 540, 550 pounds of torque. And I mean, the power band on it is just ridiculous, especially with DCT. Just
Is it a
constantly
stock
screaming
GE bottom end?
down. No, it's built
It's
GE bottom end. It's billet mains, pistons, rods, and then full BC top end minus the cams. It's a GSC 269 cams.
That is such a cool, pretty engine bay. It's such a shame he's going to destroy it. No, I'm
You
joking.
want to see something cool too?
Yeah.
Check this out. Well, for one,
I love it.
You see the DCT shifter in here?
Oh, it sounds like a video game thing.
Yeah, and then we have the HGK carbon fiber dashboard and center console in this thing as well. But
This car's gnarly.
this. So we did a little different on this one.
So I'm sure you've shown this a ton on YouTube, and I just haven't been on YouTube well enough.
Yeah.
It is so interesting to like just come to an event, and I didn't realize this car existed. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is so
people love
cool.
it. It shows really well. It's a little bit.
Can you pop
Heavy.
off the trunk super easily or no?
Yeah, it's just the 2 pins in the front, and then it has a little latch release on the bottom.
Oh, I'm kind of curious what it looks like back there.
Oh, okay.
Is
yeah,
it?
I just had to disconnect my tail.
This is a fucking show car.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Y'all shouldn't have brought it.
Shouldn't have brought this here.
No. Who did all the fabrication on this?
Cricket did all the fab. I did all the mechanical, all the wiring, and everything like that.
That is so
We have
interesting.
exhaust fans back there to keep the smoke out, as well as to keep the heat from the exhaust from barreling back into the chassis.
Yeah. Interesting. Was there any real purpose of this, or is it just to be cool?
Just to not melt the paint on the trunk. Ideally to kind of.
Oh, no, not this, but I mean the
for
center
the
exit exhaust.
itself. Oh yeah, we just wanted to do something a little bit different. D92 rear end has a lot of big flat spots, and since there's no license plate on the back, it looked a little blank back there. So we want to do something wild and dynamic. And because the DCT and Bartek, the guy who does all of the tuning for HTT transmissions, also does all of the. He did the tune really aggressive, so it shoots like ridiculous flames out of the back of this thing.
Oh, that's
So
gonna
it-
suck to be like on his
So
door
if
and
you're
see flames
chasing him
coming
on
at you.
transition, you are gonna get cooked. Like you're gonna get barbecued. He has a button on the PMU for the spicy tune.
I don't see any crush marks in the chassis yet.
No, literally 2
It
events.
looks clean.
We've literally done 2 events with it, and it's managed to stay clean thus far. And we're hoping to keep it that way.
That is so pretty.
Yeah,
Good job.
thank you.
I didn't expect this. Ooh, that is such a beautiful car. It's so interesting the level of builds that people bring to this stuff. So pretty. Oh, is Hurt driving this?
Yeah. Heard
Oh,
up the end.
cool. Oh, this is the one he drove at the Invitational.
Yeah, he almost got you.
Oh, no, he would have, except the thing about Hurt is too strong and always rips his own cars apart and like breaks things.
He hurts things.
Yeah, Hurt's a good driver. I was making fun of him. I was like, I don't have to worry about you, Hurt, in the comp. And he's like, why? Yeah.
You got something.
Yeah, he thought I was being a dick saying I was a better driver. And I'm like, no, you physically rip cars apart, Hurt. You're too strong. You're like a bull in a china shop. You just rip the cars apart. This is Brett. He was in one of my Ebisu videos a very long time ago, I think, where we talked about how much it costs for him to drive at Ebisu. This is a full crazy comp car Mustang. Has a quick change down there, rear mount radiator, fuel cell, very aggressive car, supercharged Coyote motor, very clean looking, very modern looking front end. It's got to be only a couple years old. Whoo! So a lot of the audience might think this is like a cheater car, like maybe not a cheater car necessarily, but like a very aggressive car, like what you would want for this comp. And for myself, having a car that's so nice and clean actually would make it more stressful to compete in. If my car's, oh, look at Mark, he's literally tearing off my splitter right now. As I say, I wish I had a less clean car. He's making it less clean. What's up, Mark?
What's it hanging on?
The splitter.
How's it hanging on the splitter? I got that thing jacked all the way up.
The fun of unloading marginally low cars. This car is not even that low, and he's dragging the splitter. Anyways, so I think we'll conclude that. I'll show you my car real fast. This is my S14 I always compete in. Oh, when did we do that? Forever ago?
Yeah, it's just getting worse though.
It's getting worse. It's my good old trusty S14 with an iron block V8, makes about 400 wheel horsepower, has a rear mount radiator, caged, has done a lot of drift weeks, although it gets trailered around on them because I'm too busy to do it. Has like BC coilovers, and we have our new little Grip Royale steering wheel. Simple seats. Like, there's nothing crazy in here. I think that's it. I would say the biggest thing that this car has changed over the years, and we're not going to be able to use them at this event, is one, I do have new bodywork for this thing, is Valino made a 285 Pergia 08C, and this is the most rowdy tire. I love this tire so much. It makes the car like so joyful to drive, and you can drive it so aggressively and throw it so much harder. To have confidence in like your tires. There was this JR commercial where he was talking about like, if you don't have confidence in your tires, you don't have anything. And it kind of sounds cringy, but it's also true. Like, if you have a tire that you're super confident in, good God, you can drive aggressively. It is such a cool feeling to drive when you feel like a little god and you can just truck the car as hard as you want and do things and get on the gas and just go wherever you want on track. That's pretty rad. And oftentimes you think about like people building crazier cars with different parts that make them indestructible or faster or whatever. That is the biggest thing we've ever done to that car, is just bolt those tires onto it. Okay, I think we're done. And as always, I cannot do these videos without the help of the sponsor, so thank you so much to BC Racing Custom Coilovers, WhatMonstersDo.com, they have a new logo right beneath their old one, NK Wheels, Grip Royal, KBD Body Kits, Valino Tires, Heatwave Visual, Vapetasia, and Spec Clutches. Thank you to all these companies and so many other people, drivers, helpers, friends, everybody makes this possible. Thank you guys.